Hi everyone, welcome to your fairy energy reading. We have 3 piles for you today. Pile 1 with the white jade bracelet, pile 2 with the tree agate and moss agate bracelet, and pile 3 with the tree agate and green aventurine bracelet. So take your time, pick the pile or the bracelet that speaks to you, and I will see you soon. Hi, pile 1, and those of you who chose the white jade bracelet, I'm just going to slip that on, okay? that'll make quick work of it. This is your fairy energy reading. I am going to do live tarot at the end along with a couple of other oracles. For the main reading, we are going to have an overall energy, and I have this last card that I'm going to flip at the end, which is kind of an overall ending energy, I think, that you might need for the reading. So let's see how that works out. I haven't done that before. So I'm just going to set this card to the side, okay? And we'll get started here with overall energy. All right, we have Virgo and we have Trine. Okay, Virgo and Trine. Coffee break. 9 of winter or 9 of swords. Put these down a little bit. Magic. Garden of the sun and moon and music. Okay. So, what change don't you see coming, pile 1? Well, I feel right now like you're holding yourself back, so I'm going to say that right off the bat. But this music card came out for a reason, and I'm getting confirmation that it has to do with music. Now, what type of music? Are you a singer? Are you a musician? Do you play an instrument? Is this maybe something that you want to start doing, something that you already do, but you want to take it to the next level? It could even be as simple as you wanting to sing in your church choir or in a city choir, or, you know, maybe where it is that you work has a choir or something like that. That's what I feel this is. So this is a change you don't see coming. I am looking at the cards here. We have the magic card, which has a way of touching the heart and soul. This is something that's very, very important to you. I want to say, and you know, you hear people who sing especially a lot say, or even play an instrument. You could even write music too. Anything to do with music, okay? And whether it's as simple as even a school choir, straight through to professional. That's what I want to say. I feel that the change that's coming for you soon is that you're going to let go of needing it to be perfection here with the Virgo card. I think that's holding you back in some way, because we have the 9 of swords here. So something's holding you back because it's giving you anxiety. It's causing you to rethink and play it over and over and over again in your mind for whatever reason. Oh, here it says, okay, focusing on worst case scenarios. Okay, that would work. Unfounded fear, right? Because it's in your head. And that's for all of us, not just you, pile 1. That's when we, you know, it's all in your head. Allowing worry to grow out of proportion to the problem. Okay, I don't really feel that you have a problem other than, well, maybe with the perfectionism, I might say, with this Virgo card here, right? But the reason that you have this perfection with this Virgo card is because you just want to do the best you can. You want it to be the best it can be. You want it to be perfect. But what we have to learn is that everything isn't perfect. Everything isn't perfect all the time. There are some really great, for example, songs out there. They aren't the best singers, but it doesn't matter. People just enjoy the song. They enjoy the performance. They enjoy the voice of the person. They enjoy hearing that person sing. They don't have to be the best singer, okay? And I think that's what you maybe need to let go of, right? You need to just take a break, regroup here, and see how the little fairy is hugging the coffee cup. That's the way I feel about coffee in the morning. So it's kind of like you love that first cup of coffee or tea or whatever in the morning. This is something that you love to do. You find magic in it. You find passion in it. With the trine, I'm going to say you even feel like it's flow. And the other thing about trines are effortless gifts, okay? So whatever this is for you, it is an effortless gift. And when you're in, for example, the perfect flow or in harmony, you are perfection in that moment. Oh, this is a very nice message they're bringing through. I like that. You are perfection in that moment. And here we have the change you seek, maybe outside your comfort zone. Ask for the strength to help you move forward. Yes, call on this fairy energy to give you the strength, to give you the confidence, to move outside your comfort zone, because maybe whatever it is you're doing right now when it comes to music, you're staying in the box, right? You're staying behind the line. You haven't stepped over yet. And it's this anxiety and unfounded fear that's holding you back. When really you need to follow the magic of your heart and soul and step outside your comfort zone. Because regardless of when this is, not when, but how do I want to say it? Oh, I already said it. When you are doing your music creatively, it's when you're going to feel the most like yourself, when you will feel and flow and everything's going perfectly. So that is your main message. That's a change you don't see coming. I think that you are going to, maybe after this reading, because up until this point, you never saw yourself getting past that, outside of that box, outside of your comfort zone, outside of the fear, the anxiety. But with this message, the change is going to happen because the fairies are here. This energy is here. God, source, universe is here to tell you it's okay. You need to step outside. You've got this under control. You are perfection when you're doing what it is that you love when it comes to the music. Okay, so let's get some tarot here and see what the tarot. Oh, well, that one just came out. No, too many. I like to just get 3 more cards at least, just to see. I mean, this is a great message. This is kind of, I think, that you did not anticipate this. You're hearing this message and you're like, yeah, I can do it. I can step outside. They've got my back, right? Okay, so let's get 3 tarot here. Confirmation, clarification, additional guidance. The Sun. Well, there you go. That certainly is positive. It's stand out, shine bright, get yourself out in the spotlight, right? The 6 of Swords, success. The 6 of Swords is success. So when you get outside of your comfort zone, you put the spotlight on yourself, you stand out in the sun. I think this is what has been causing you a bit of fear, maybe. When you put yourself out there, you're going to be successful. See, I told you, they have your back. This is totally supposed to work out, right? This is your message. This is the change you didn't see coming. After you hear this, I think you're going to be feeling the confidence. King of Pentacles. And for some, like I said, if this is on a professional level, you will be successful. You will be the King of Pentacles. You will be having the coins coming in. All right. You're going to be able to take care of yourself financially, take care of your home, pay your bills, do all of that sort of thing. It's going to be a successful career. And everything is just finally going to feel, I want to say grounded, because I feel with this Nine of Winter here, this Nine of Swords, everything's all up in the air, right? You're all in your head. It's very airy. And the other thing I want to say with Virgo here, you're going to be able to find with the King of Pentacles a grounded balance with the need for perfection as well. Okay. And if this isn't professional for you, if this is just something you do because you enjoy it, or semi-professional or whatever it may be, like I said, you could be trying out to sing in your school choir, your church choir, whatever it may be, something along those lines, then just know, again, it's going to be successful and you are going to feel, I don't know, like you're on top of the world, like you have mastered something. And again, it is going to bring that feeling of being grounded in your perfection. Okay, so now let's get, I'm still waiting. I'm going to turn this card over at the end, so I'll just kind of set that there. I want to get a couple of I have a fairy dust oracle here and also a forest fae oracle. So let's see what else there is. I love this message, pile one. I think this is very, this is a wonderful change. Celebrate. The time is right to shout out loud. Don't hesitate to jump around. Yes, put yourself out in the spotlight. Now is the time. That's what I love about these messages, because this is something that you've absolutely been thinking about in whatever way it is with music for you, okay? And I even want to say maybe for some of you, it could be in any creative endeavor, okay? Because music is very creative. So it could be in whatever creative endeavor for you, but music is here. So I feel quite strongly that's what it is. But this is, you never saw yourself, I don't think, you had the dream, but you were just held back by fear. And so this is the change in you that you, I don't think, ever really anticipated for yourself, okay? And oh, also here in the Trine card, look, it says angelic support. And I said they've got your back. They have your back, right? Let's get one more. I don't know what that is. It says walk widdershins or widershins and seek the land under the hill. I'm going to say that's stepping outside of your box. I'm not quite sure what that means. Some of you may. I'll just hold it here so you can see it. But for me, I'm going to go with, you know what, if you're seeking the land under the hill, that means you're stepping outside of your box because you're seeking something new. All right. So I like that message. And last one, so overall energy for the reading and moving forward is make a wish. Oh my God, how beautiful. What a beautiful card too. Make a wish. Okay, means manifest it. Put it out there into the universe. This is what I want to do. Ask again, God, source, universe, your fairy team, your spirit guide team, whomever it is, that this is what you want to manifest for yourself. The courage to step outside of your fear and to find your flow and to find the love and the magic in creating this music for yourself and the balance between being grounded and perfection. So there you go. There's a change you didn't see coming. This is it. This was your nudge. This was your tap, tap, tap on the window, pile one. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please give me a like. It helps with my channel. It helps with the algorithm. Leave a comment if you want to. I love to hear from people, and subscribe. And if you know someone else that may need to hear this message, that this is happening in their life right now, please share and send it on to them and get it out to different people. We can work together to make this happen. Thank you, Pile 1. Hi, Pile 2, and those of you who chose this tree agate and moss agate bracelet. This is your fairy energy reading. I'm just going to slip this on. We are going to do live tarot at the end with a couple of more oracles. I also, on the bottom here, have an overall energy that I pull at the very, very end. I'm quite excited to do that. But meanwhile, we have overall energy for this reading. We have the other oracle cards that we're going to go through to find out what change you don't see coming, at least until this reading. Okay, what change you don't see coming. So I'm going to just set this to the side here. Overall energy, Jupiter. Okay, well, this is going to be movement of some sort. I'm going to say that with grow and expand. But yeah. Then we have water, the element of water. Okay, let's bring out the rest. Reflection, awakening, energy. Energy. Okay, good. Twilight magic and wisdom. Ooh, okay. Let me just take a minute here and the first thing when that Jupiter card went down that came to me was travel, which is kind of different for me because the ninth house is, it's about spirituality, it's about learning, growth, higher education, but it's also about long distance or foreign travel. And that is what popped into my head at the very, very beginning. And we have the water energy here, pardon me. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. That could mean something to you. I almost feel as though this is going to be a spiritual journey for you, I'm going to say, or in a religious way, whatever. Because what's coming into my mind is, when people, and I'm going to probably get this wrong, but, they travel to a destination they travel to a destination because it's like for a religious celebration or a spiritual celebration. That's what I'm feeling starting off here, okay? Because I feel somewhere in your life here, Pile 2, you're feeling that call. You're feeling that you need to travel. And maybe it might just be to travel to learn about different cultures, different countries, different forms of spirituality or religion. This is all tying into the Jupiter, but this definitely, the change you don't see coming is that you're going to be traveling to do something like that. Let's look at the rest of the cards. Okay, so we have reflection. All right. We have energy. With boundless energy, you can accomplish more than you ever thought possible. So this is something you can do. This is going to be accomplished for you. You're going to accomplish it. Awakening. I don't necessarily feel like awakening, but it is the hanged man here, right? And there's also the yin and the yang. And what I feel like are angel wings. And it says, change the way you're looking at a situation. Embrace your uniqueness. A temporary pause in action, but it's changed the way you're looking at it with the hanged man, right? Because look at the light around his head. He's seeing something in a different way. So maybe what the changes up until this point, for some of you, Pile 2, I'm feeling like this is something that you've wanted to do. You've wanted to travel, I'm going to say abroad from wherever it is that you are, okay? And you want to learn about new things. Maybe you want to go to school abroad in a different country. Maybe it's just for your own personal awakening or ascension that you want to do this. Maybe it's for your own personal curiosity and learning. You just want to continue to learn. That's all Jupiter, growing and expanding. But I really feel like you're going to be traveling to do this. And I feel up until this point, you just haven't really figured out how to do it. Or you're even thinking, there's no way I can do this. This is not in my realm of possibilities. But this reading is telling you, yes, it is. You just need to, and I love it because we've got wisdom, we've got reflections, and we've got the hangman. You just need to settle down with all this Jupiter energy, which is fiery. It may be hard for you to settle down and figure out in all this energy, right? Because you're more focused on what it's going to be rather than how you're going to make it happen. So you need to take some time, go within. Let me go to the wisdom card here. Look, we even have an owl too. I like that. Have you ever been told you're wise beyond your years? Now's the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with the challenge. Okay. All right. So this is where you need to take a time out, I'm going to say. It was funny, in pile 1, they had coffee breaks, so I'm going to use that. You need to take a coffee break to reflect, to see something from a different perspective, a different way to do something. There has to be balance, okay? There has to be balance. But there is magic. I want to say, and with the wings too, I just want to say that your angels or your fairies, right? Fairy wings, probably fairy wings more than angel wings, but it doesn't matter. They've got your back. See, they're on his back. Well, he's a male fairy, but okay, you guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm getting so caught up on this. What I'm trying to say is they've got your back to do this, okay? Call upon them to ask them how. You're going to have to take a little time out, like I said, a coffee break to reflect. All right. But just look at the energy even in this girl, right? Like she is raring to go. I love that. But you need to just take a beat, slow it down, figure out how. You need to call upon your own wisdom, right? We are all wise souls. Underneath it all, you just need to be able to connect in and call upon it to hear the answers that you need, to have the ideas and the flashes come in that you need, but you need to quiet yourself down first. I feel like there is like energy, right? Jupiter energy, even his red fiery pants. And this card here, Twilight Magic, is you may feel that you cannot move forward in life, but you are blessed, so move on with love. Yeah, again, this is a message for you saying, you never thought you could do this, but this is your change that you didn't see coming. You're going to do it. You are going to figure out a way to do this. Also coming in is don't be afraid to ask for advice, but be mindful of who you're asking advice from. If you have a friend or a family member, this is important, that's always kind of like a negative Nelly, that, you know, always kind of is pessimistic and looks at the glass half empty, probably not the person that you want to go to help you figure it out, all right? Because you need balance here. You need both. You need to be a little bit pessimistic, we'll say. You need to have questions, but you also need to have the energy and the love and the passion with all this fire to come in and help you figure it out, right? But call on this fairy energy. Like I said, call on your spirit guide team. Speak to God, universe, source, whomever it is that you go to figure out how you can move forward, because it's going to happen. That's the change that's coming to you. Okay? And remember, I think just because as I was bringing my hand down, just love. This is your passion. This is something that you want to do because it's something that you love. You love to learn. You love to grow and expand. That's why you're already feeling the need to do this. Okay, let me pull some tarot for confirmation, clarification, additional guidance. I like this message pile too. And you know what? I also said, you know, abroad, but okay, there comes card 1 out. King of Swords. All right. Like, just before I continue, you may not have to go abroad, okay? You may be able to travel. I mean, when you think of Canada, when you think of the United States, well, I mean, they're just big countries, right? Even small countries. Maybe it's just moving to a different region within your country, okay? Like I'm thinking of some of the smaller European countries, just moving to a different region within your country. Or literally go into the country next door because it's quite easy for you to do that. It may be that. It doesn't have to be long, like I said, long distance travel, but that could just mean out of your initial area, right? Your city, your province, your state, or in Europe, it could be even your country, right? Or it could be going abroad. Don't let whatever it is hold you back. All right. So if you're from the East Coast of Canada or the United States and you feel pulled to go to the West Coast, that's quite a journey. It's a 4-day journey by car, you know, if not more. That's driving, you know, pretty regular with stops that would take a little bit longer. That's a long journey because maybe you're being called to that area for whatever reason, okay? Felt I needed to say that. Let's get another tarot here and then we'll look at all of them. Knight of Swords. Oh, you guys, this is swords like to move, right? But it's also clarity and it's your mind, it's your thoughts, it's your intellect. And the Four of Wands. Okay. This is what I want to say. The Knight of Wands is fast moving. I know that in this tarot, the Knight of, or sorry, not Wands, Swords, it's not on a horse, you know, raring to go. However, it is fast moving energy. Again, it's the air energy. But we need to find a balance. Okay, I just want to tell you that, right? To not get too caught up in it, but because this is green, I want you to ground down with all the air with this earth energy, right? Kind of keep yourself grounded. But this is what I want to say. King of Swords, very confident, okay? King of Swords is very clear in what he's thinking. He's like, just look at the look in his face. Authority, right? Authority, clear thinking, intellectual, wanting to find the truth, believing in the truth, speaking the truth. Then we have the Knight here. And what I want to say about the Knight, very focused, very clever as well, but maybe a little too quick in movement. All right. So we kind of want to have that focus and, you know, that focus to reach your goal or to reach your destination, but we want to do it more calculated here with the King of Swords, okay? And ending is the Four of Wands, which is celebration. You will find, you know, we think of wedding, whatever, you will find your happily ever after by doing this for yourself. So that's the change that you didn't see, because I think somewhere you just haven't taken the time. You've got the passion and the energy, you just haven't taken the time to figure out how to make it happen. And that's what they're asking you to do. But it all has to be with this Virginia, it all has to be balanced, because that's a lot of fire and air. So let's bring in some emotion, some water, and let's bring in some green grounded energy just to balance everything out. Think of it like a car. I learned this in my astrology class. Think of it like a car. Your earth, air, water, fire are the four wheels. They need to be balanced, okay? Because you can't drive your car. Well, you can, but it's not going to be a smooth ride if one of the wheels or tires is underinflated, okay? So we need everything to be even and balanced here. All right, let me pull a couple of oracles. I have the Forest Fae and the Fairy Dust, and then we're going to do this last card for overall energy. I love this pile too. Please, if this is something that you've been, okay, these two actually flipped over in my hand, so we'll look at both of them. Cross the threshold, leap the hedge, go over the wall. I love it. Okay, watch the shifting shadows and be a caretaker of silence. what this makes me think of shadow is shadow work, and that is getting over the fear. Maybe for some of you, there's fear in this. To take that leap, right? To go out on that fool's journey. And be a caretaker of silence. I said you need to take a time out, go within, call on your inner wisdom. You need to be silent to do that, to be able to hear the messages coming in. So that's just further confirmation. Love those two messages. Okay, let's get another fairy oracle here. This is really good. Yeah. They've got your back. Remember me and those darn wings that I couldn't quite figure out who they belong to. But again, whether they're angel or fairy, they're going to have your back. They're going to be behind you. Medicine, veggies and fruit from yellow to blue, like medicine, they're all good for you. Okay, so this just could be a random message to go along with it. Or it's telling you that you need to get yourself physically in a physical sense, you need to get yourself prepared for this. In a health sense, right, you need to get yourself prepared. So whether it's, you know, in order to do all of this traveling, because who knows, it's going to be different for everyone how you travel. You could decide to backpack it. I have no idea, but maybe you need to be a little more physically fit to do that. You need to be putting good food into your body while you're doing this for energy and just so that you're not sluggish and being held back, right? So that's the overall message. Let's see what the overall energy and moving forward, what this is for you, pile 2. Okay. Gratitude and appreciation. Oh, it's a beautiful card too. And it's a 10, which means I'm going to go with the number first. This is a time for you to end whatever it is that you're doing right now and take this chance, make this change in your life, okay? Prior to this reading, I'm going to say you didn't see this coming, but now they're tapping you on the shoulder saying, it's time, it's time. And I think the overall energy that they want you to keep is just, okay, first look at the mystical, the magical here with the unicorn, okay? This is an opportunity, I almost want to say, of a lifetime for some of you. And they want you to keep that energy of gratitude and appreciation as you move forward with it. Because not everyone does get this opportunity, okay? It's not that they don't get it. Everyone has the opportunity. They just never get the push they need and they don't make the change, right? So this, for you, pile 2, is your push to do this. All right, thank you very much. If you enjoyed this reading, please give me a like. I would appreciate it. It helps my channel to grow, and that's what I'm doing because this is a new channel. It helps with the algorithm to get my videos, you know, recommended and pushed out there. I also, if you know someone who's maybe sitting in this energy and needs that push, send them, share this message with them. And if you like this reading, I do lots of different types of energy readings. This is fairy energy. Then please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Hi, pile 3, and those of you who chose this green Aventurine and tree agate bracelet. I've been just slipping them on because, you know, one can never wear too many crystal bracelets. This is your fairy energy reading about change you don't see coming. We're going to be pulling live tarot at the end along with a couple of other oracles. I also have this card for the very end, so I'm just going to set it aside. We'll pull that at the very end just for additional guidance, overall energy, and moving forward. In the meantime, we're going to get started with the overall energy for your reading and go through all the oracles and see what the change is that you're not aware of or don't see coming. Pile 3. Capricorn. Oh, right away I'm like, oh, this is going to be serious. Air. Okay. Okay, so we have Earth and air. We have Capricorn and a lot of thinking here. All right, I'm just going to say that right off the top. We have Book Fairy. We have 8 of Autumn or 8 of Pentacles. We have Meditation. cherry blossom fairy, and protection. Okay, pile 3. This is a change you don't see coming. Right off the bat, we have Capricorn, which is your career. It's your ambitions, right? It says ambition, methodical steps. Yes, very much so. Something that is definitely a strong trait in Capricorn. But we have air, which is clarity and thinking and thought and intellect and taking action, okay? So the change, I'm going to say right off the top before I get into any more of the cards here, because I see this book fairy, and it's a 3 and a 9, which is an 11, and I'm going to talk about that in just a second. But what I want to say right off the bat for you is you're going back to school, or you're going to be taking courses, maybe something to do with your career. But you're going to be, and look, even here, like teacher and student, that's what it feels like, right? Like I feel like there's a book or a notepad. Maybe she's writing down what this person is telling her. Yeah, that's what I feel that it is. But I want to just get back to the 11 here first. So we have book fairy, which the 11 is, it's kind of being like a visionary, right? It's kind of like being a visionary. You're able to see with this Capricorn energy what it is that you want to do and what it is that you want to achieve, okay? What your ambition is, what it is that you want to achieve. You can see that, okay? And you know that in order for you to achieve what it is that is your ambition, what you want to move forward in. Okay, so you could be someone in your job who needs further education or training, all right? Or you could be someone who is going to change a career because you have career ambitions, new ambitions, and you need to go back to school or to a training course or something like that. And as I've been telling the other piles, this is change you didn't see coming because somewhere in all this, you didn't feel like you could do it, or that you couldn't do it on your own. And that's for all of these cards come in, okay? That you couldn't, that this is something that you do on your own. Well, sure, the studying part is, the learning part is definitely you. However, there are 2 people in this card. There's a mentor here, okay? It says, do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school, or apprenticeships. Yes, it could be an apprenticeship. Excellent craftsmanship and long-term projects. And here we have the cherry blossom fairy, which is look after your life in the same way you would care for a fruit tree. And I think that's interesting because we have methodical steps, right? There's a certain way you're going to look after fruit trees. It's just, it is what it is. And you're going to allow others to help and nourish you, just like you would do for the tree. You're going to allow others to do that for you. So this is why this is something you didn't see happening before. Pile 3. There are people out there that are going to help you with this. You're not going to do this on your own. Like I said, the actual learning part, yes. The studying part, yes. I mean, that's your own intellect. But here's a confirmation right here in the overall energy that you have the mental clarity and an aptitude to move forward and do this. This is your sign right here, okay? That you are able to do this. So don't doubt yourself there. And you have people that are going to help you. And look at this meditation card. Meditation will bring you clarity of mind and a sense of inner peace. And it will. So maybe you're unsure of who to go to for mentorship, or what school to attend, or what course to take, or where to go for your apprenticeship. meditation. I also say you can just think of it as quiet thinking if you don't want to think of it as meditation, where you go to a quiet place, area that you enjoy being in. Outside would be wonderful if the weather permits, and connect with nature and the fairy energy here, okay? And call upon the fairy energy or God, source, universe, whomever it is for you, your spirit guide team, which the fairies would be a part of, and ask them to lead you in the right direction, to find the right mentor, to find the other people that are going to help you along the way, to find where it is that you want to go to school or for your apprenticeship, right? And the most important part of all of this is, I think I had said earlier, you didn't feel like you could do this on your own. And I said you don't have to, because it's showing other people. Look at this group of fairies. You're protected. So whatever move it is that you want to make, they have your back. Okay? Which has been a very strong message in all three piles. They have your back. This is change you didn't see coming because you never thought it was possible. For whatever reason, and it's going to be different for all of you, right? Maybe it's because you didn't see how you could make it happen, or you didn't think you were smart enough to move forward and do it. You didn't feel like anybody had your back, right? You're not in this alone. Pile 3. That is the important message here. You're not in this alone. This meditation, when I said here about the 11 visionary, sit in meditation, or like I said, sit quietly, light a candle, just with yourself, and maybe have a book with you too to jot down your thoughts as they come in, as to, the vision. What is the vision? What is it that you want to achieve here? What are your ambitions? Whether it's further training or education in something you already do, or moving on to something totally new, or if it's an apprenticeship for you, whatever it is, don't worry. They've got your back. Be methodical, take the steps, but know that you have the mental, like I said, aptitude and clarity to do this. You also have that when figuring out through meditation as well, along with feeling it and hearing it. Also, just knowing, just that knowing. It's a balance between your heart and your mind, right? It's just that knowing that, yes, this is for me. This is what I need to do. Okay. Let me pull some tarot for further confirmation, clarification of these cards, maybe additional advice. I love this. You're going back to do some schooling. Pile 3, some learning. That's what's on tap for you. I like it. And just know that you don't have to do it alone. When you ask your, like I said, God, source, universe, your fairy energy, your team here, for help and clarity, okay, on all of this, they will lead you. I want to say that again. They will lead you to the right people and the right places. Or in some cases, if you're unsure right now, you need to do something, but you're even unsure of what it is you need to study, they will even help lead you to that. So lean into them. That's what I'm going to say. Lean into them. Let's get 3 tarot here. All right. King of Cups. I love that. All right. I think I had talked about heart and mind, right? This is bringing in the emotion with the King of Cups, with all this mental activity and clarity and all this groundedness. Okay. We're bringing in some water. Okay. 6 of Wands. All right. And the Magician. Oh, you guys, this is wonderful. Okay, so with the King of Cups, I think that is right off the bat. I'm talking about all of this, going within, figuring it out. And I said you need it to have your mind working along with your heart, right? Like heart and mind together. That is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is, what can we say about him? He's calm, for one thing, which is good. But I think with this Capricorn energy here, you are grounded, okay? It will keep this air grounded, but you need to bring some emotion into it, all right? Because it's not all grounding and air. There needs to be some water in here, all right? It is also intuitive, like I said, to bring in and to hear the messages, I guess, right? To be able to hear, to follow your instincts with what it is that you hear. If they're telling you, giving you hints as to where to go or what course to take or who to go to for mentorship or apprenticeship, whatever it is. That's what the King of Cups is representing here for you. Then we have the Six of Wands, which is celebration. It's victory. You are going to find success when you do this, okay? This is their message. Like, you are going to be successful at whatever it is that you move forward to do, because it's going to be different. There's different people watching this, so it's going to be, like I said, different for everyone. And the Magician is, I was talking about the elements, right? I said we have air, we have earth, we have water. We have wands, fire energy now, okay? The Magician takes all of those energies and uses them to his advantage to manifest what it is that he wants. So that is you. Like I said, call on that Capricorn, call on that intellect, that mind, thought, knowledgeable energy. Call on the emotional part. Call on the fiery part for success. I was telling Pile 2 that when I was taking my astrology courses, I learned that you think of the elements like tires on a car, right? Earth, air, water, fire. They all need to be in balance and working together. And that's what the Magician is, because if you are driving your car and one of your tires is low on air, you're not getting a smooth, balanced ride where you're just flowing. Something's bumping along, right? Something's laying a little lower. So everything needs to be balanced. And I love that the fairies are bringing in this elemental part of it, right? About the 4 elements. Oh, so interesting. That's come up into, that was in Pile 2 as well. I was whatever prompted to talk about having that balance. Well, one was in a card, I think, in Pile 2, but yeah, this is everything. And also, what I want to say with the Magician too also shows for success, because the Magician is going to manifest success as well. And they want you to do that. So be putting that out there as well, that you are going to be successful in what it is that you're going to do. Okay, I love that. Now let's get a couple of other little oracle cards here. We have the Forest Fae, and then I have Fairy Dust. Let's see what they have to say. Oh my heavens, my belly's growling. Keep courage, be gentle. Okay, so be gentle with yourself. And don't give up, I think, and be brave enough to take the chance. This is your nudge, as I've been saying to each pile, right? For change that you didn't think could ever happen or you didn't see coming, all right? Let's get one more. For whatever reason, I just started shuffling this again, so maybe there's one more message in here for you too. There it is. Cast spells of wonder and delight. Okay, that's what I said. It's the manifestation, right? You put out there what it is that you want, what it is that you're wishing for and hoping for, okay? Cast your own spell of success for yourself, okay? And what is a spell? It's speaking the words. So whatever those words are for you to, whoops, my table's shaking, to about success, that is your spell. So whether it's each day you get up and you just tell yourself, look, when I start this, whatever it is, I'm going to be successful. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's you casting your own spell, right? Words are powerful. It's how we manifest. Whether it's by pen, you know, and we put it on paper or we speak it aloud. Okay, two. Oh, two of these cards come out too. You guys are the lucky ones. Rain. Rain, rain comes today. Let all your troubles wash away. Okay, so that is as you're going through trying to figure out and you're asking for, like through meditation, waiting for the information, for the clarity, for the intuition to come in. You have to let go of whatever's troubling. You have to let go of any negativity. You have to let go of the of the past, meaning the thoughts of, oh, well, this can't happen. This isn't going to happen. Absolutely not. You're the magician now, okay? That you have to go with that mentality. I love that I put it here beside air too. And then we have play. Step outside and feel the sun. Breathe the air, play, have some fun. Very important. Because this is Capricorn energy and swords energy, I'm going to call it. It can be very serious at times, right? So I think this is just a reminder that you have to have fun while you're doing this. You have to take a break. You're going to have to not be too serious, right? Where it's all work and no play, okay? Even though whatever courses, classes, whatever it is, very serious and requires you to, you know, be present, you also have to take a break and take time to play. So there is the overall message. Now, this card is going to be just maybe like an overall ending message and moving forward, some clarity, okay? Let's see what it is. Oh, maintain your childlike spirit. Yes, just, and look at the beautiful fairy on that card. We just talked about that, play. Okay, so maintain your childlike spirit. Remember to have fun. This is a new path for you. So, oh my gosh, excuse my belly. I'm a little hungry. So remember to have fun. Have fun while you're learning. Have fun while you're doing this, but also take time out where it's not all work. There needs to be play. Okay, pile 3, that is your message. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please throw me a like. It helps with the algorithm, and I am trying to grow my channel because I want to try to get these types of energy reading messages out to as many people as possible. And I need your help to do that. Thank you. And if you like these readings and want to see more energy type readings, then please subscribe. Or if you know someone who's going through this right now, this is their situation, and you feel that they need the nudge, that they need to make the change that they never saw happening for themselves, please forward it to them and let them take a look at this, and maybe it will give them the courage to step out because they know that everything's covered, that they have the fairy energy, they have the entire spirit team energy, God, source, universe behind them to do this. So thank you very much, and I will see you next time.